agendas. Oh my God. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to talk about mad controversial shit right now, but I need to just identify what controversial shit I'm going to say.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Shizzy Bando. We back with another one. You know, it's Hustlers Haven TV. We're shooting quality over quantity. You feel me? We're making sure we putting out these episodes the right way, where indie meets industry. And we got a very special guest. You feel me? You already see who he is. You feel me? He don't got to introduce himself, but I'm going to introduce him. You feel me? My boy, Corey Cutz.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Pleasure having you.
Of course.
We wrote through some of the credits. You feel me? Shy EK, Rowdy Rebel, Pharrell, Designer, Cash Cobain, A Boogie, PGF Nook, and as well as the late and great Pop Smoke and many more. Okay, today we are going over production runs the world. Okay, where we talking about how production is influenced the new media and how it's responsible for now the behaviors of growing and budding artist, and how Corey himself has been on the other side of the line with these rising stars, finding these diamonds in the rough. And we're going to figure out today how we can identify a diamond in the rough ourselves. You feel me? Because you might have somebody next to you, next door, you feel me, that's really got that star power that you need to be showing. You feel me? Showing some love and all that. And maybe, you know, Corey can give you some tips and tools of the trade. Feel me? But we got some icebreaker questions we're going to go into.
All right, let's have some fun.
Feel me? First one is, who is someone who inspires you outside of music, fictional or non-fictional, and why?
Fictional or non-fictional? Bro, there's a lot of fictional characters that inspire me.
Be movie, animated, or bad.
Yeah. All right. Shout out Naruto Uzumaki.
Mm-hmm. Pain.
Great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think.
Talk no jutsu always works.
Works sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Who else is a fictional character that I fuck with? Aang from Avatar. Fucks with Aang heavy.
I feel like Aang is more of like a Peter Parker type vibe.
I like Aang because like he had to like figure out how to deal with the situation that he was in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like people was telling him do this, do that. There was valid reasons why to do everything, and at the end of the day, he still chose not to kill. He had to figure it out because he was gonna fuck up his own morals. Like he's like, I can't not be true to who I am. Like I'm an airbender, I'm a monk. We don't kill, we don't do that shit. Everyone's saying, kill this guy, he's responsible for mad people's deaths. You gotta kill him, smoke this motherfucker. And he was like,
he found another way throughout all that.
I really don't want to, but do I have to? And then at the end, he figured out how to not kill him, and I was like, damn, serious.
Nah, that's real shit.
Let's see. Let's think of a real person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's a real person that inspires me? That's not from music.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anybody like off a hand. Everything is like been music for so long, so it's like it's just really musical.
Top 3 things on your producer bucket list.
Top 3 things on my producer bucket list. Okay. Let's see. Who do I really want to get a track with? Getting a track with Wayne would be crazy.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've been listening to Wayne for years since I was a kid.
Now listen, congratulations in advance. You feel me? We speaking that to manifestation now. Feel me? Yeah. That's pain. All right, next two.
Let's see. Let me pick someone new. Fucks with Boss Man D-Lo.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be fire. I feel like we make it fire. Who else? Someone new as well. You know, whose music I like a lot, but I don't really know too much about. Mariah the Scientist. Every time I hear a song of hers, I'm like, it's just fire. I don't even know who this is. But I'm sleeping. I'll be sleeping sometimes. But when I hear something I like, I was like, oh, shit, fire.
Nah, fact, yeah, she has one of those, like, how do I put it? Like background music, kind of like it doesn't disturb the room type of music. You feel me?
Just like, I don't know, it's just certain tastes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you heard something that's like familiar but different, it's like, okay, cool, I can fuck with that. Because it's like, sometimes I feel like music that's too different, even if it is fire, people might not be ready for it. You know, so that way then they're like, they don't know how to receive it. And they're like, oh shit, like this doesn't sound like anything really, like, But like certain people that really know music, they could be like, oh, it sounds like this and like that and like that, and you mix all these things together, and that's what you get. That, but the regular listener is not going to perceive it like that. They're just going to not know how to take it. So like I feel like it's like if you have something that sounds familiar but unique, it's easy. It's easier for people to digest it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Uh, how does a producer identify an artist as a diamond in the rough?
That's big. There's a lot. There's a lot that goes into that. I might not even touch everything, but like I'll give like a cut what I think like makes that like talent. Obviously, you
Okay.
gotta love making music. If you don't love making music, it's just not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. Like you're not gonna enjoy the process because like you're gonna have to make a lot of songs. Like if you want to really be an artist, like so,
Hmm.
keep making songs. If you're gonna have to keep making songs. So if you don't not like making songs, I bro, like, but some people do it because it's bad, whatever. But
Hmm.
that's what I think. Like, you got to enjoy the process of making the music, and like that talent, like career drive. Like, it's about more than just like art expression. Like, that's the musical part of it. But like, you got to really have a drive to take yourself there and to be dedicated to this artist image person who you want to be
Hmm.
and see it through. There's going to be a lot of potholes, speed bumps, all that shit along the way. It's going to make you question it, like, oh shit, do I really want to do this? But this is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
you're gonna have to be this person. You're gonna have to be this person on stage in front of the fans. Like, this is who you are. You decided this is who you want to be. So all
Right.
right, that's
Hmm.
why sometimes a lot of artists I know are multi-talented, but like they set themselves in like a particular genre lane, and now it's like hard for them to make a song that's not in that lane and people receive it properly.
Hmm. No, that's pain.
What else? What else? You said to make a diamond in the rough. Uh, yeah, yeah, image. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent.
Hmm.
Pretty decent analysis. I'll think of more. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I might think about something later on if another question comes up.
But like, does these artists like fall into our laps, or like do we just like refine them? You know what I mean?
It's I guess it's like an awareness kind of thing because a
Hmm.
lot of people are quick to dismiss people who are like not who just don't who they think don't got it.
Hmm.
Like one of my homies was making music for a minute, and when and he was a good athlete when he was a kid, and he was like, no, I want to do music. Like, I don't even want to play sports. And he told me, he was like, my music at the time was ass. He's like, I
Hmm.
know it was ass. So people probably looking at me like, why do you want to do music? Your music's ass.
Hmm.
But he was really dedicated, really driven. That's what he really wanted.
Hmm.
Now he's still making music. His music fire. He went viral on TikTok. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
fine.
So you just gotta like that's that dedication. That's that commitment
Right.
to making yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, even though he necessarily wasn't talented when he started, but like throughout being in the gym and working that out, like you find your sound and you find like the music that you want to make more of, I guess.
Hmm.
Like.
That's why, yeah, it's part of yourself, the talent versus the work ethic.
Hmm.
Really.
Yeah, you gotta have both. Gotta have both.
No,
So
that's fire. If you had to put down, yeah, this is a tough one. If you had to put down rap for a decade, what genre are you picking?
I grew up listening to rock and metal. Easy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey, okay,
People don't know that. People assume that, and they're
okay.
right to assume
That's
it.
fire. That's fire. I grew up with a lot of that shit too. You feel
I
me?
was
So
listening to metal on the way here.
that's fire.
Yeah.
You fuck with like El Sana, Bless the Fall.
Hey, I know Blessed Fall, yeah.
Fire, fire.
Yeah, well, we could do that for a minute. So easy style.
Um, how have music producers influenced the evolution of genres over the past few decades?
That's a good question. And it's there's obvious answers and then there's less obvious answers, I feel like. So like being around a bunch of producers right now, me being a producer myself, everything, like I see how like cuz I know producers that are better than me. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So it's like I see the way that it's like, okay, we're making trap beats today. We're making drill beats today. We're
mm,
going to make afro beats today. And then it's like, all right, kind of bored of just making these drill beats. Like, let's make an Afro drill beat. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Let's mix it up. Let's add some sounds from that. Let's add some drum sounds that would usually be made for another beat and do the drum patterns of a drill beat or whatever. And like, just that kind of creativity is the thing that keeps it going. Like, artists do the same thing when it comes to them making songs. Like,
mhm,
and producers do the same thing when they make beats and when they make music as well. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So, yeah, I think that's how producers like drive it forward. Like, it's always
Yeah, it's like constantly like challenging yourself and
yeah,
stuff like that.
always making new stuff, blending genres.
What impact have notable producers had on careers of iconic artists like Quincy Jones, George Martin, and Dr. Dre, instrumental in the success of artists such as like Michael Jackson and shit like that?
Pop Smoke.
Mm.
That's a good one. It's a good one. First one I thought of.
Okay.
Yeah, they sound was built together. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And then there's a bunch of other producers that worked with Pop as well to help build that sound up. Who else? Let me think of another artist and another producer combo.
Who's
I really should know that off the top of my head.
whose son that came up with Uzi?
Oh, Pierre, right?
You feel me?
Yeah, yeah,
Pierre,
yeah, yeah.
Don Cannon, I think. Or that was his manager. If I'm not mistaken. I'm probably tripping.
Yeah, I don't be knowing better just people sometimes.
Nah, I feel you.
Damn, you just knew everything about the music industry.
Mm-hmm. But we do so much on it like a daily basis that it's
Yeah,
like we bound to forget like
what
a
the
few
thing that
things.
always got me fucked up about the industry?
Mm-hmm.
Because didn't start in the industry, started interning, engineering, everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So people come up to you and be like, yeah, so I was talking to Mike about this contract and da 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 da. Do you know Mike? Mike, bro? How many fucking Mikes are there? Oh, you don't know Mike. Oh, shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But like, man, come on.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
Yeah.
In what ways do producers contribute to the songwriting and arrangement process?
Songwriting and arrangement process. Sometimes a producer, depending on what kind of producer he is or what his role is, or if he's in the room for the making of the song, arrangement is definitely part of the beat making process. So like, some producers don't necessarily arrange the beat. You don't necessarily need to arrange the beat. You got one section and another section. All right, cool. That's might be enough for people to rap on. Other producers are gonna be like, all right, here's the intro, here's the hook, here's the verse section, and the hook comes back again. And all right, cool. So when an artist gets that and they hear the beat, they're more inclined to like, all right, cool, yeah, this is the chorus. And like if they know like song structures and everything, they'll kind of just follow that because it's more or less how songs go. You know what I'm saying? 8-bar hook, 16-bar verse, boom, you know what I'm saying? In and out. So when you're used to doing that, it's just like, all right, cool, it's second nature. You don't overthink it. Sometimes if you want to break the mold a little bit, do some different shit, arrange a song differently, all that creativity happens in the session, like in the moment. Like it depends on like how the artist feels when they're rapping, you know what I'm saying? What they're how they wrote it,
Right.
Did I answer the question?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, cool.
So then like a little sidebar. So
My bad.
Okay.
But like if a producer's in the room, yeah, definitely helping with the songwriting process. Like, yeah, I've definitely seen it happen, but it's like it's like sometimes it's a artist man's or some shit like that, like helping them with bars, whatever. But it's all like it's all a maybe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes producer will just like nudge a direction of the song, like, oh, I think you should talk about this. Or like, oh, I think you should keep the vibe more dark. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like influence a record like that.
So does a producer, like how much influence does a producer have to have on a record in order to be considered a producer? Like, you feel me?
Like, do they have people get away with bare nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you feel me?
So it's really just how you choose to operate, I guess. Like if you could look at yourself in the mirror and be like, yeah, bro, I did that song, and knowing damn well that you just like did nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like other producers be like, no, I gotta have added some drums. I gotta have added to the melody. Like, sometimes producers in the room who maybe like didn't. I've seen producers in the room that is like record producers that did not make the beat, but they direct how the record comes out. Like how I was saying, like they'll tell the artist like, oh yeah, I think it should be like this. I think it should be like that, and then that adds to the overall vibe of the record. So it is crucial. But if that's like applicable, like because sometimes it's not always like that. It's the artist directing that himself, deciding, I want this record to be dark, or I want to sing on this record, or whatever the case may be. Yeah.
We got to talk about the AI stuff.
The AI stuff?
Yeah, so it's like, how has technology changed the role of the producer in the music industry? Do you feel like the producer's taking more of a back seat now that is like loops are being made automated now? Everything is a lot more digital than it already was.
Okay. It's like AI to me is, at its current state, is more of a tool than anything else. So it's like you have to learn how to use the tool effectively. Because, like, there's still people out there that don't know how to use AI. I don't use AI when I make beats. Like, do it the old-fashioned way. Play it out, program it, you know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. But, yeah, as AI advances into the future, it's definitely going to be, like, a really important, like, tool for production. Like, I could imagine it like this. Like, people go on Splice right now, right? Go type in dark piano loop. Boop. Comes up list. All dark piano shit, whatever. So you just pick one you like. All right, cool. So what if it was the same way? Type in an AI prompt. Dark piano loop. Boop. Generate. You know what I'm saying? And generate something. Do a dark piano loop in D sharp minor. Generate. That's cool. Dark piano loop, D sharp minor, add high harmonies, add this sound, and then it's like if you know how to use that tool, then you can
Mm-hmm.
like more custom create that. But like
Mm-hmm.
I like I'm old fashioned, I guess. I like making it. I like playing it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like I could direct the feeling of how I want it to go,
Mm-hmm.
like note by note. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a
Mm-hmm.
person that likes to like learn about all that whole process, even if it's slower. Like it'll make me a better producer at the end of the day.
Right.
Like when I was learning how to make melodies and everything like that, how to like stay on key and everything,
Mm-hmm.
whatever like however the melody ended up going or whatever, I'm like, all right, cool. So this is like F minor, cool. I'm gonna go on Google and search up F minor scale. So now I'm looking at this shit right here and I'm like, all right, cool. I see the scale. Now when I'm programming everything, like I
Mm-hmm.
know that all the notes for this is gonna be right here. So
Mm-hmm.
then that makes my life easier. I can see it, program it, we're good. So like
Mm-hmm.
that way you can get really detailed, really in tune with making the melodies, making the drums, everything like that.
Yeah, I feel like
Production, key.
the creativity is like everything has it, like you said, it's a tool. So for me,
Mhm.
so it has its creativity on both sides of the line, and like everything still has it for right now. Anyway,
Mhm.
still has some type of human factor responsible
Yeah,
for it being useful.
yeah.
You feel
Music,
me?
music is human.
Yeah, you feel
Yeah.
me? So there's like it's no right or wrong way to do it. You feel me? So yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, yeah, because like it could be cool still.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, like if you wanna like split hairs, it's like you put in the prompt, even if you
Mm-hmm.
didn't play the shit. Like if however long it took you to decide how many times, how many different variations and settings to try before you got
Mm-hmm.
that thing, like you told the shit and you uniquely got that. Like, and I don't know
Mm-hmm.
how AI works to the point where it could be like if a different person typed in that exact same prompt on a different computer, would it come up with the exact same progression, pattern,
Mm-hmm.
sounds, everything? Would it do that? I don't
Right.
know. So it's
Right.
like could be that.
What are some examples of producers who have successfully bridged different music styles?
Uh Cash Cobain did a really good job. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pioneering the sexy Joe movement. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Who else? Who else? You could argue that maybe almost any producer that like came up or whatever, like pioneered the genre to some extent. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because either they did it a little more right, a little more different, a little more left. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was received well, and it could be like, oh yeah, I'm a trap producer. I just started out making trap beats. I really fuck with Southside. You know what I'm saying? So I was
Mm-hmm.
making beats like that, and then over the course of time, you're not Southside, so you're not gonna make exactly everything how Southside is gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna add your own style to it, like
Mm-hmm.
just naturally. And then I think I lost my train of thought. I forgot where I was going with this.
So,
Because
you go there.
you said oh the blending of genres, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Yeah, so it could just be that. Like then that kid who's making the trap beats and everything, if he's like grown up listening to jazz music, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
His trap beats might have a little more jazzy vibe to it. You don't know, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
that comes down into like genre blending, or it could be like way more intentional. Like I
Mm-hmm.
like to make like trap drill beats, like make trap drums, drill 808s, other drill sounds in there, but like feel totally like a trap beat, but like
Mm-hmm.
just like also like the energy of a drill beat. So that was just,
Yeah, but
ideas.
that's also how we were speaking off camera. We was talking about how originality is subjective
Yeah,
nowadays. You feel me?
yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
there are no like base ideas like Virgil's 3% rule. You change 3% of something, now it's a new product.
Mhm.
Feel me?
Yeah.
You can sit there and you could change the laces or something, or the size of the laces, or the width of something, and now
Yeah.
it's completely new.
It's
You
true.
feel me?
It's true.
So shit
It
like
goes
that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. No cap.
How do producers stay ahead of musical trends and innovations?
Like by doing exactly everything that we just talked about. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like I think that the musical innovation just happens more or less, but it happens in my opinion like maybe out of boredom. Like
Mm-hmm.
cuz if you've made like 100 trap beats, 100 drill beats and
Mm-hmm.
afro beats and reggae beats and all type of different beats, and now you're just like, oh man, I've made so many of these. Like, let me make
Mm-hmm.
something different. Let me make a reggae drill beat. Let me make some different shit, like because then it's like it makes it spicy, makes it new again.
Yeah.
You're like, oh cool, now you feel like you're creating a whole new vibe right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like those two vibes existed before, but you put them
Mm-hmm.
together and made a different vibe. Maybe now, like most people know what a trap beat is. Most
Mm-hmm.
people know what Afro beat is, but and people know what a drill beat is. But if you put them any of those couple genres together, and it's like now somebody else when you play it for them, like a regular listener would be like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of I like this. It's a little different. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like that, but like a regular listener might not be able to identify the complexities of like oh these kind of rhythms and these are these kind of sounds and da 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 da. They just hear it and make a choice about it. Like do I
Yeah.
like it or do I not like it?
I feel like us as humans, we're kind of like adrenaline junkies in a sense.
Oh, I definitely am.
You feel me?
Some people aren't
The,
though. Some people like the calm shit.
yeah, you feel me? So it's like it's more of like that's how music evolves. But I guess we was by saying like the people who are not used to adapting the routine, more of a sense.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's how you get the producers compared to beat makers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I feel like more beat makers are like how you could tell a beat is more generic to what's going out. Like you could tell, like you could know a type
I
beat
mean, yeah,
compared to
some
like.
people are really like that. Like they have a specific style that they really like to make and they stick to it. And
Mm-hmm,
at the end of the day, artists are like that too. Like when you think about it, like, oh, this is a drill rapper, you know what I'm saying? Your music's gonna sound like that kind of sort of.
mm-hmm.
So
But should a producer categorize themselves so early on?
they don't need to though, but it's about, I guess, just preference. Like
Mm-hmm.
if a producer likes to make that style and he doesn't like to make the other beats, he's not going to.
Right.
Like so it's like this kid is really, really a drill producer. He could make trap beats, but he don't really want to. He don't really
Mm-hmm.
like to. He could, but like he really enjoys making drill beats, so he's just
Mm-hmm.
gonna do that like naturally. Like it depends on the goal of the producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, do
Mm-hmm.
you want to be this kind of producer? Like, is that if because if that's your goal, then go for it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's completely cool. Like a lot of people came up, they have their style. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
when you go to Southside for a beat, more or less know like Southside style beats. So
Yeah,
you know what
facts.
he's about to send you. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like, don't expect Southside to send you like an Afro beat unless you maybe ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably send you Afro beats.
Mm-hmm.
But shit like that, shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Uh, have you ever been offered as a producer a 360 deal?
Nope.
No. And what are the benefits of being under one?
Uh, I don't know because I'm not in one, and
Mm-hmm.
I definitely haven't had a chat with anyone about their 360 deal, like how
Mm-hmm.
they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
as far as it goes, like I'd imagine like this is just speculation, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a 360 deal, wouldn't that imply that you have to worry less about certain things? Like they take care of
Mm-hmm.
more aspects of your interaction with them, like as far as that goes, or is like a more they're just dipping more into your pocket kind of situation? Like
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know. So like I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, our deals are mostly like subjective to only artists, or like are artists supposed to bring their producers with them, or the labels they come with their own like armada?
Well, I guess it depends on your A&R, whoever signs you, whoever
Mm-hmm.
his connections are. Like, because then if he's got certain connections to these producers X, Y, and Z, he's going to try to line that up, get all his team right. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you got to know who you're signing with. I guess that's real important. But
Mm-hmm.
like, if you're an artist and you're about to get signed, you probably have built your sound already with a producer, one, two, maybe a couple, who knows? But like, you should know your sound to the point where it's like you got to know, all right, even if you fuck with a new producer, you got to know the angle that you're taking with that musical approach. Like why did you approach this producer for like to get a different kind of sound, but you kind of got to know what kind of sound. Like even if you want something different, like if you ask a drill producer to make a Afro beat and see what happens,
Mm-hmm.
because like if you tell a guy who only makes primarily Afro beats to make Afro beat,
Mm-hmm.
you know he's got a million different sauces for that.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're kind of asking someone to go against the grain a little bit, you know what I'm saying, to
Mm-hmm.
make something that might be out of their pocket, but why for a reason. But you gotta
Right.
it's just musical awareness, you know what I'm saying, I guess. It's good having trusted producers. It's
Mm-hmm.
real good having trusted producers because
Mm-hmm.
then you're like, you have a lock on your sound. However,
Mm-hmm.
all the shit that got you to this point, boom, sanction. Everything's locked up. We're good
Mm-hmm.
here. You know what I'm saying? So that way when you now your team is about to fuck with some new people or whatever, you know why. It's
Mm-hmm.
not just for no reason. Like you probably are going into a situation knowing like, all right, cool, these people have this to offer, they have that to offer, da 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 da. Or else why would you be engaging with them?
Mm-hmm.
If they couldn't like up your situation.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of music awareness and trusted producer and being a trusted producer yourself, walk me through this Hurry Haran song that you tuck in.
I'm tucking a few. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
feel
Me and
me?
Kari been working, bro. Yeah, we got some shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, he's dope. He's dope.
Mm-hmm.
We had a bunch of sessions. I remember when Eli What the Fuck first told me about him, and I was like, I heard the Beyonce song, and I was like, oh no, we got tap.
Mm-hmm.
DM'd him immediately upon hearing this news. He DM'd me back immediately back. Yes, let's lock in right away. I was like, lit.
That's
Now he's
fire.
building records,
Shout out
building
Hurry
records.
Ron.
Shout out Harry Huron. Yeah.
That's fire.
I don't think I've looked in any camera at one point at all.
Nah, that's fire. Nah, he was vibing, bro. We here,
Yeah.
we cooking. And you're working with another artist as well, Chucky Nine
Yeah, Chucky
Shots,
Nine
right?
Shots. That's my
Right?
dog, yeah.
Is it like projects you guys are working on? Like,
We got a bunch of songs. He's dropping a EP mixtape situation soon.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I
Mhm.
produced if most of it, if not all of it, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
So yeah, cool. Joe Music. Let's go.
Nah, fire. So when is the Corey Cutz compilation project supposed to be?
Oof.
Because
So
I know
like,
it gotta be in the works.
I'm gonna spill some shit right now because you asking that question or people are already gonna know like,
Mhm.
yeah, bro, what the fuck? You been talking about that shit? Da, 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 da. So people who are seeing this is gonna expect me to say something, right? But I really had a change of heart kind of a situation because when I was putting this project together that I'm talking about, I was really doing like more A&Ring. Like I was
Mhm.
like meeting producers, hearing their beats, like working with Rowdy, trying to get good beats to Rowdy and everything like that. So I was using all my resources available. Kids sending me beats from all over the place, all over the world, and everything, and like playing beats for Rowdy, trying to get placements with people, da 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 da. And then I just have a bunch of these songs just from doing that, like being in sessions with people. Oh, you got beats? Yeah, here, try this, da 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 da. And then you know sometimes they release the songs that we do, and other times it's just like okay, it's in the cut, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? So I have all these records, beats that I placed. A lot of them I engineered, some of them I didn't, but still, like everyone who made the beat is my man's. So it's like I could come out with a project. You know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. But then, then I had a little like change of heart kind of situation because I was like, you know, I really want to establish myself more as a producer first before I go ahead and drop a project like that. Because it'd be different if I made every beat on this project, you know what I'm saying? Or I had a hand in making these beats. Instead, I did other things like place the beat, engineer the record, da 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 da. I had a hand in all these songs, but like this goes back to what we were talking about before. Not as much as I felt was necessary to feel comfortable releasing this under my name. You know what I'm saying? So if this shit is gonna be like the Murder Beats Shorty, Murder Beats out of hand in every fucking record. If he didn't make the beat himself, he collabed on it with somebody. That's his sound right there. You know what I'm saying? Him and Shorty, that's the project. So if it's like if I want to do something like that with like not just one artist, but like have a bunch of artists that I fuck with on it, it should be kind of that vibe. Like me and my man's made the beat, or I made the beat, or me and this guy made the beat, or whatever. It's got to be me. Like I want it like that. So that's why I didn't go forward with dropping that project like that. I still have it. I still have all the songs. Still could happen like later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? But for the first off, maybe and drop a couple, have records out already, like with my sound on it, like with Chucky, with Hurry, da 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 da, all that. Establish myself a little bit more. Drop a couple songs myself as a producer. You know what I'm saying? And then take it up further. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have an idea, it's not the idea that's next. It's the idea that's like 4 steps ahead.
Right.
You know, but identify it, know what to do with it. Don't throw shit out. Don't throw shit out. If you don't like the record, you might not like it. Somebody else might like it. Save it. Same thing with beats, all that shit, melodies, all that shit. Save it. Don't throw it out.
Nah, that's a mean clip. Yeah, I gotta take these gems in, man. Please. I hope whoever watching y'all is soaking up everything he is saying, man. Man, this shit shot me all the way up to the top. Hold on. Goddamn. In what ways do economic interest and corporate ownership of media outlets shape the content we consume, and how does this impact our perception of reality?
It's not even a musical question. This is a philosophical question right
We got to throw a couple of them out because it was media in itself. You feel me? So it's like
okay. So agendas. Oh my god, I'm gonna talk about mad controversial shit right now, but I need to just identify what controversial shit I'm gonna say.
Listen.
I guess it depends on like I'm just gonna speak about music, I guess, for now, right? Music is entertainment. So you gotta understand the type of entertainment you are consuming. Like, you know what I'm saying? So some people like to watch anime, some people like to watch crime and shit like that. Some people watch like horror movies all the time. Some people like are mad Marvel fans and they watch that shit repeat all day, all the time, you know? So it's whatever kind of content you're used to consuming is like kind of like more depends on your personality type, I guess, you know? So, but it's like the same way, like certain music makes you sad and certain music makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to choose what type of content to consume. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're listening to music and you're like, I'm not feeling like this right now. I'm about to change the vibe because I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of go with that. You know what I'm saying? And then like other times when it comes to like movies and shit, like you go see a movie more or less knowing what the vibe is. Like you know if you're going to see a horror movie, they're telling you it's a horror movie. You saw the previews, you know what you're in for.
Right.
Jump scares, scary shit, all that. You know what's going on. So people like choose a content to consume now more than before, but like before it was like the news putting like telling you what's going on, everything like that. I remember when I stopped watching the news was when they started talking about Twitter on the news. They were like, "Oh, this person tweeted this." I was like, I do not give a fuck. If I wanted to know, I would follow them on Twitter. Go on Twitter and figure that out. I don't need to know that. Like, tell me like pertinent information about like traffic, the weather, and all this shit, and what's going on in neighborhoods, X, Y, Z, etc. Like, keep us informed for real. But it's, I don't know. I never thought the news was supposed to be like entertainment. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not for that. There's other lanes for that. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, they kind of got it mixy. You got a little mixy with the news. You know,
but I feel like because of now, celebrities and musicians are being viewed more than politicians. I feel like now we have more of a voice than a lot of the people that are supposed to be shaping our futures, due to the media shaping musicians as like the new day gods, damn near.
But that's because it's the glorified lifestyle.
Right.
Like, not everybody wants the lifestyle of a politician. You want to dress up in a suit and go to Congress and sit there and make decisions. Is that what you want to do? Or do you want to be on a fucking movie set, you know what I'm saying? Just like making millions of dollars, just acting, great fucking time. We're in Greece doing shit, like $60 million. You're bugging. Like, of course people are going to want that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's there for. Know that. Don't obsess over these people. They're just people who do a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always are like, oh, these celebrities are so beautiful and they look so perfect all the time. It's their fucking job to look that way. Literally their job. So, like, come on, man. Just smoke and mirrors. Just clear that shit out. Know what you're really looking at. Like.
Yeah, that was pain.
Yeah.
That was pain.
Yeah. Shit like that. Shit like that. Don't obsess over these celebrities. Sometimes people you think are like the coolest people in the world, their personalities is not what you think. Like, and then when you see that in real life, you're like, oh shit, man. Guess it wasn't it, huh?
And what role does advertising play in the production of media content?
Say that one more time.
What role does advertising play in the production of media content?
Putting shit in your face, I guess. Like, advertising is big for like getting new audiences to know about you that don't know about you. So if you're from New York and somebody from Wisconsin or Texas or California or Oregon doesn't know who the fuck you are, and you advertise to people out there, like, but then it's all like, you got to be targeted. You got to be smart about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you were a French artist, right? You're a French drill rapper, you might advertise to New York. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that New York likes drill music. So it could be a long shot, but it could work. So that could be an option for you. All right.
What's going on, Wes?
What's up, Brody?
That's my joke. Yeah, I got you.
What's good, bro? Corey.
What's going on? Shizzy. My phone, we finish in like 2 seconds. That's it. Now you go, see. What's the camera?
Advertising definitely important in that aspect if you want to like grow your brand. You know, it's a necessary process, I guess. Like, it's nowadays it's a necessary process. They make it too easy now. Before 20, 30 years ago, maybe you couldn't just go buy Facebook ads and everything like that and advertise to this area or that area for 2 weeks at a time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't do that yourself. So that made it big for regular independent artists to just grow their career themselves. Like, it's the tools are there. The tools are there. You know what I'm saying? It does help. Just bite the bullet and do it. People are always like, oh, it's got to be natural. It's got to be natural. If you advertise to somebody and they hear your music and they don't like it, you're not going to get a fan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's going to be organic when they hear it organically. Like, it doesn't matter how it got put in their face. Do you like it or do you not like it? You know what I'm saying? I know, like, that Don Toliver song, Lemonade, when that dropped, I remember one of my boys was like, bro, I hate this fucking song. And I know every word to it. I have never chosen to play this song once myself in my life. Why do I know all the words to it? Advertising.
Yeah, fact.
Marketing.
Fact.
They put it in your face enough times now. You know the whole song and you didn't even want to hear it. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
And the last question, in terms of producers having conflicts on the media and addressing problems in the wrong way, do you feel like producers need to start having media training in terms to address like people doing bad business?
Well, first off, don't do bad business, and then there won't be no problems.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. First and foremost, because bad business can go both ways. So just be a good person. Fuck.
Exactly.
But like, media training is important for anybody that's about to like heavy be in the media. Like, I don't got no media training. Fuck, I just be talking. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's important when you have a really big fan base and you can't say stupid shit, or else people's gonna look at you crazy, and you're not even aware that that's possible. Like, you know, some artists, some people who's not aware that that's even possible. Like, they'll sit down, do an interview, whatever, and not know. Like, I don't know how not know, but you know, to each his own. You don't know. Like, this shit is about to be blasted out to like 30 million people, and they're all about to hear the shit that you just said about this. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to think carefully about like, what did I just say? You know, but I think that anybody that's like a professional athlete or like even like a signed artist that like they like a label knows like you're going to take this person from here to there, and now it's like you're going to be from your hometown to like all over the world in like a matter of months. That person definitely, you should, if you know they're going to be put in front of cameras talking about all this shit, you gotta brief them about how it goes. You know, at least for their own knowledge, so they don't fuck themselves and you guys up. Like, that could be a liability for themselves and others. Like, you know, so definitely is important to get that squared away, I guess, if you're about to be in that position.
Yeah, like you have your brand on the line, you gotta have some type of structure behind you, to be honest. But yeah, it's been Hustle Saving TV. Appreciate you.
It?
Yeah. We was like a half hour.
No way.
Yeah, in fact, yo, we was here, so we was vibing.
Yeah, spliff done, guys.
Yo, man,
spliff done, guys. We out.
Yo, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, bro.
Anytime.
Man, this has been a full circle moment for me. I'm having a lot of fun. We're here. This is the 4th episode. You feel me?
Right.
So, you know, we'll catch you soon. Make sure you tap into the artist. You feel me? We're gonna make sure we have the links in the description for everybody. So you tap in for me, please. Make sure y'all soak up these gems. Make sure if y'all got any questions, comment, subscribe. We here. Shizzy Bando, Hustle Saving TV. We got it.